Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
I saw a TikTok that I'd like to share with you and get your thoughts on.
Okay.
It's this young woman, and she's got interesting eyeshadow and a funky hairdo, and she talks like a American TikToker. But she's talking about God and about Jesus. Anyway, have a listen.
Let's talk about what Jesus wears when he is in heaven. My name's Dakota Lee. I have a gift to see into the spiritual world beyond, and I have been visiting heaven. God's been letting me since I was 12 years old, and I love hanging out with Jesus. When Jesus is in heaven, he often wears his hair back in a low ponytail, and he'll wear sandals. He'll often be barefoot, and he'll wear very loose-fitting clothing. I've seen him in an actual tunic plenty of times, but he will dress sometimes for the occasion. This one time, just because he wanted to make me laugh, he appeared to me in a cowboy hat. And I love horses, but it was so I love cowboy hats, but it was so weird to see him in that. Jesus definitely has a sense of humor. But one thing about Jesus, he told me, he does not like tight-fitting clothes.
Wow.
I've got a couple of questions. From her point of view, if you had access to Jesus, wouldn't you be asking some searing questions and come back to us all and say, here's what Jesus says about the state of the world and the state of humanity?
Yeah.
And if you were Jesus and you knew that you could speak directly to a person who could go on TikTok, wouldn't you impart some information to her?
Instead of just putting a cowboy hat on. I think that's
pretending to be Beyonce.
That's what Jesus would do.
You know.
Because I'd like to be mates with you. Imagine hanging out with Jesus.
But
he'd be great.
He would, but her only insight into what it's like
is that what he wears.
Is that he dresses exactly as we've seen him illustrated in Bible stories. How insightful.
And pretty much that's the anglicised version of how Jesus would look.
Yeah, that's right.
Ponytail, sandals, robes.
And sometimes barefoot.
Yeah.
But what a great sense of humour. He doesn't like tight-fitting clothes. You're not going to see him in lycra.
No.
He's not going to be in leisure wear. No. I wonder if you're in heaven, we've spoken about this before, you and I, if you go up to the pearly gates when you've passed away.
Yep.
Are you in there in what you were buried in or what you died in?
That's a good question.
And how come Jesus is still wearing clothes that are, well, actually, they're not age appropriate, not time appropriate, not eon appropriate, because he's wearing a cowboy hat?
Well, to this young lady, yes. Yes, there's a lot of questions because when Jesus was indeed crucified and put into the crypt,
he could have done with a hat. He was outside for some time.
And they had the shroud of Turin. They put the shroud over him, and that came out. And someone, I don't know, that's still going. The shroud of Turin, that's around. It's interesting. The outfit of the time, though, that they wore.
He's still wearing it by the sound of things, apart from the hat.
So that answers your question, though.
But it's not like he's adopted Crocs.
No. If Jesus would not wear Crocs, for the love of Pete and the other apostles. No, Jesus would not wear Crocs.
Would you think he'd ask a question like, gee, or does he know everything? He knows what modern carpentry is like.
Yep, he's a tradie.
Well, that's the thing. Would he ask her to impart information or he already knows it?
That's why he's taking so long to get back to us. He's a carpenter.
Remember when Mary appeared down at Coogee, near where I live?
Yes.
An apparition.
Yeah.
Only at certain times of day. She wasn't there after 3 because the light on the fence was different, but also she had to do school pickup.
That's right. Yeah.
And to this day, there are monuments down there. A whole lot of Filipino nuns would come down and leave.
So what happened with that? It was an optical illusion. There's the white picket fence thing.
That's what cynics would say. It was an optical illusion.
But the illusion at a certain time in the afternoon, as you said, 3 o'clock, would bear light onto the white structure. So what happened to that?
Well, locals got angry. I wasn't one of them, but people thought, talk about false idols. People thought, why are you worshipping a fence post? It's an illusion. And they painted the fence black and then kicked it over.
That's so...
Mary had to wait at another bus stop.
Isn't it enough just to paint it black? Why kick it over?
Well, it brings up a lot of emotion in people when people are worshipping the wrong things.
Yeah, it's true.
You can be a big worshipper of Mary and all the goodness that she would impart without believing that the apparition on a fence paling is her.
Yeah, I believe in Jesus.
Yes, and my cynicism about the fence post isn't about my cynicism about Mary.
When someone says, I don't believe in God and I don't believe in anything afterwards, I think, well, hang on a minute, I'd like to, I'd like to get to the pearly gates
Keep your options open.
in the outfit that my family have dressed me in, more likely a tutu.
Yeah, a little Bo Peep,
And I'd
sense
like
of humour till the end.
And Peter's going through the ledger, and I'd say, well, Pete.
I wonder if you get nervous when you're standing there. So,
Yeah.
and I'd get there and say, did Jonesy get in?
It's-
Because if he gets in, surely I'll get in.
Oh, man. And I'm thinking the same thing. Gee, it's hot in here, and you'd whinge. Excuse me, Beelzebub.
Well, I wonder what he wears.
Can we just...
He'd wear Crocs.
No, he's got cloven hooves.
Oh, yeah.
He'd have to have-
There's that.
He's got...
We're probably going to hell for this conversation.
We're all in it together.